In the Demon Slayer series, numerous characters bear the weight of tragic and sorrowful past. These individuals have endured profound anguish inflicted upon them by the relentless onslaughts and unspeakable cruelties perpetrated by demons. In this video, we shall explore the roster of characters within Demon Slayer who possess the most heartrending and sorrowful backstories. This video contains spoilers. If you don't like spoilers, please leave this video. Before Rui became a demon and a member of the 12 𝐋𝐢𝐜𝐞, he had a sad human life. He was frail and struggled to walk or even breathe, so his parents kept him inside. He watched the world from the comfort of his home and couldn't play with kids his age until Muzan came around and offered to change his life by transforming him into a demon. Rui, who loved his parents unconditionally, didn't want to be a burden anymore or spend his life confined, so he accepted. After killing a man to feed his hunger, his parents tried to kill him for becoming a monster but were killed in the process by Rui himself. This event led Rui to try and find what he expects is a perfect family and create his own when he couldn't find one. Hidden beneath 𝐋𝐢𝐜𝐞𝐧𝐬𝐞 enchanting countenance lies a poignant tale of her past. Raised in a stringent household, she endured the cruel treatment meted out by her parents, leaving an indelible mark on her character. Adding to her harrowing experiences, she was perilously close to being sold off by her own parents. Providentially, her fortunes changed when she was rescued by 𝐋𝐢𝐜𝐞 and Shinobu, who took her in as their foster sibling and showered her with unwavering love and care. Since childhood, 𝐋𝐢𝐜𝐞 believed he had no parents and grew up in the wild, adopting a feral nature akin to that of a wild animal. However, unknown to him, he actually had a loving mother who cared for him deeply. After his birth, 𝐋𝐢𝐜𝐞's mother faced challenging circumstances and ended up meeting a demon named Doma. They lived together for a while, but when 𝐋𝐢𝐜𝐞's mother discovered Doma's true nature, she made a courageous decision to protect her son. To safeguard him from the demon's influence, she made the difficult choice to throw 𝐋𝐢𝐜𝐞 into a river. Tanjiro and Nezuko are living proof of the demon's cruelty. Their entire family was killed in a very cruel way. Although they both managed to survive, the peaceful life they lived is just a memory. Tanjiro decided to join the Demon Slayer Corps. He wanted to turn Nezuko back into a human. In addition, he wants to destroy Muzan to avenge him. Muichiro was born to an older twin, Yuichiro, and both were left orphaned after their parents died. Their mom had died of bronchitis, and their father had fallen off a cliff during a storm. When a demon attacked the siblings, Yuichiro died protecting his younger brother. This tragic event was so traumatic for Muichiro that he forgot about it and unconsciously adopted his brother's cold personality and hatred of demons. Obanai was born into a family with morally questioned values. They worshipped a snake-like female demon, and in exchange for money or valuables, they would sacrifice anyone, even newborn babies or family members. Obanai was kept in a cell because the demon was fascinated with him since he was the first boy born to the family in years. The demon planned to eat him, but only after he grew up enough for her. In order to resemble and honor the demon, Obanai's mouth was cut wider at the age of 12. When he eventually escaped, the demon killed his family out of spite and went after him. However, it was killed by the flame Hashira of that time, and later on, Obanai became the serpent Hashira. Although Daki and Gyutaro are cruel demons, the story of their past looks very tragic and sad. Both were siblings who lived in a poor neighborhood and often received harsh treatment, especially Gyutaro, who had an unattractive face. One day Daki suffered a very tragic fate after she injured a samurai. She was then killed and tortured to death by the samurai. However, she managed to survive the incident after she and her brother were turned into demons by Doma. Gyoume raised 9 orphans in the temple. His peaceful life slowly changed drastically after his temple was attacked by a demon. In that incident, many of the children he took care of were killed. Although Gyoume tried to protect them, he was considered a murderer by the locals. He had no evidence of the demon because the demon he killed was burned away by the sun. Sanemi has a deep hatred of demons, which is understandable considering his backstory. He grew up in a toxic household with an abusive father who was one day killed by someone who hated him. As the eldest brother of 7 siblings, he took charge of taking care of them and their mother with the help of his brother. One day their mother disappeared and returned as a demon who tried to murder all her kids. 𝐻𝐤𝐜 was the only one to survive due to 𝐻𝐻𝐼𝐜, who had arrived just in time to kill her. He then started killing demons on his own and abandoned 𝐻𝐤𝐜 in the process. Eventually, he joined the Demon Slayer Corps because of 𝐻𝐻𝐼𝐜, who later died at the hands of a 12 𝐾𝐧𝐬𝐞 demon, which promoted 𝐻𝐻𝐼𝐜 to the rank of 𝐻𝐻𝐼𝐜. Before 𝐻𝐻𝐼𝐜 became a demon, he was a human named 𝐻𝐻𝐼𝐜. 𝐻𝐻𝐼𝐜 grew up in an impoverished neighborhood with his sick father. To get medicine for him, 𝐻𝐻𝐼𝐜 often stole money from others and was caught and beaten for it. He was even forced to get tattoos as a way to be branded as a criminal. Once his father learned of the news, he hung himself to avoid being a burden to his son. 𝐻𝐻𝐼𝐜 was then banished from his town, and with so much anger and nothing to lose, he took it out on people by beating them. 𝐋𝐢𝐜𝐜, the owner of a local dojo, offered to take him in and teach him how to properly fight in exchange that he helps with his sick daughter, 𝐋𝐢𝐜𝐞. The nearby dojo's heir wanted their space, so he tried to get it by force and failed against 𝐻𝐻𝐼𝐜. And thus years later, when he found out 𝐻𝐻𝐼𝐜 and 𝐋𝐢𝐜𝐜 were getting married, he enacted his revenge. He poisoned her and 𝐋𝐢𝐜. This led 𝐻𝐻𝐼𝐜 into a blind rage and killed all 67 members of the rival dojo, catching the attention of Muzan, who then offered to transform him into a demon.